Where do you feel like you've gotten influence from?
And literally anybody whose brand is themselves. Your brand has to be you. YouTube wants people on the platform as long as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Right? You have to give people a reason to like keep watching you.
Right.
Go get it on your own, and guess what, Costa? I'll keep all the fucking money. Because I'm a pit bull. I don't stop. You don't stop. You DM absolutely fucking everybody.
All right, everybody, we're here with a special episode of Behind the Rise podcast with our good friend, Marc Lewis. Welcome to the show.
Guys, what's going on? Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No problem. It's our pleasure. And we have our guest host, Cousin Costa, who's came from behind the mic to in front of the mic now.
Yeah, Costa.
Let's talk about Costa and his beautiful hairline, which we just talked about.
Yeah, it seems
Costa,
to be.
do you just leave it normal?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever like do anything? Do you put like product in it, or do you just leave it like that?
Of course.
There's
What do you-
product in there?
All the time. If I don't put product, it's just like poof. And
Do you
just
use
like
Uplift?
fluff.
Do you use like Uplift?
No,
Uplift is like a,
it's a
they're
brand,
like a provisions
right?
company. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah,
being
yeah.
serious. Like it's like a.
That's like the hot
somebody makes
brand
a
right
different,
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uplift is great. Shout out to Rocco
Yeah,
Daniele.
Rocco.
Quick plug on the quick plug on the pod. I use the stuff. It's awesome.
I've seen that
got,
at Target
dude, he's got
before.
like body sprays that like soaps and shit. Like,
They're
it's
local?
a provisions company.
Are they local?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Wilmington kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
you got to try it. Yeah, that's
No more.
No, because I was gonna say otherwise you're just like chilling in Santorini. That's Santorini hair right there. I feel like, you know what I mean. You're right there in the middle of Greece.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's a nice. What's another Greek town? Athens.
I've never actually been to Greece, so I'm like a fake Greek.
That's fine.
Can't
I'm
speak it, never
100%
been.
Italian. I've never been to Italy, so I can't. I speak phrases in Italian. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
I said
go,
it-
dude.
I know. My dad. How's this? So real quick, my dad had to cut the trip short by 3 days. I'm sorry, actually half a week. Went at the end of June. You guys that are Italy veterans. Went at the end of June into the first 2 weeks of July. He's like, it was 5 times hotter in Italy than it was in the United States.
Right.
And that was when it was sweltering in this joint, right?
Yeah, peak season too.
Peak
sweltering.
season. He goes, everybody from fucking Mongolia
Yeah,
to Barbados was there.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. 5 hours to get into the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
The
nightmare.
only reason they got into the Colosseum at all was because apparently there's guys in Italy that will come up to him and be like, are you guys Americans? Be like, yeah. They're like, oh, we're looking to fill a tourist group. How many guys do you have? He's like, 3. It's me, my wife, and my daughter. Okay, great. He's like, give me like $60 each, and it'll be like an hour and a half instead of 4 hours. The guy was legit.
Yeah.
Now, granted, sometimes they take your money and don't come back.
Right.
Yeah.
So that happens. But then it was weird. The where they stayed got described to them poorly. It was like, you guys familiar with like St. Agata? It's a village above Sorrento.
Yeah. Okay. That's
really.
kind of where we're from. That
Yeah.
area.
Okay, yeah. So the guy was like, yeah, it's a 20-minute walk down to Sorrento. No, it's not. It's a $60 cab ride there and back every morning.
Wow.
So then, like, the houses in Italy don't have, like,
air conditioning.
conditioning.
Yeah.
conditioning, 1. 2, they have, like, metal shutters.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's metal.
Concrete
Metal
walls.
roofs.
Metal, concrete walls and metal shutters,
Yeah.
right? So they were like, we tried to open the thing at night to get some breeze in.
No way.
Italian mosquitoes came flying in that are just different from American mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like getting shot. I woke up in the morning like I thought I had smallpox. It was crazy. So they were like, we're gonna just pack this. They couldn't even get to. You can't even get close to Sicily.
And they
at that
left
time of
early?
year. 3 days early.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Leaving
was a
Italy.
3-week trip.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, 3 weeks is a long fucking time.
Yeah,
but
it
still.
is.
Yeah, but I feel like you have to go for like at least 10 days.
Yeah, no,
in
that's
Europe.
10
You know
day
what I'm
minimum.
saying?
Yeah, it depends what you have planned. Like, so when we went to Italy, we went to Rome, and we had it all set up with. We literally cut the lines. We didn't wait. Sistine Chapels didn't wait. Fucking Colosseum didn't wait.
Well, dude, I
went
think
right
we
to
were
the
like
front.
pre-planned though. Like mom had that shit
Yeah, no,
on
we had all
lockdown.
pre-lockdown. We had a tour guide.
It's like Disney World. Like
Exactly.
if
It's
you
like buying the hop. What do they call it? The hopper.
yeah, like if you have that
Fast
shit
thing,
laid
yeah.
out, like that's the only way to do it.
which is
Oh.
essentially just an Italian who paid off somebody to get you in the front of the line. That's the hopper pass.
Listen, Italy, you got money, you can make moves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
You
we
can move and
literally
shake.
didn't wait for shit, but it was all if you can't go without a plan, or else you fucking wait in line the
Right.
entire
They
time.
also didn't. They liked Rome for like the sightseeing.
Exactly.
But they were like, this city hasn't changed since 1580 AD, right? And everything is like there's. It's like kind of like there's trash everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
true.
is.
Like
It's true.
and like they. If you're in the wrong part of Italy, it's so hard to get like a cab or like
Oh,
an
dude.
Uber
Yeah.
because the The mafia owns all the cab shit and
It's
stuff
true.
like that, and they'll be like, "No, you can't come here."
It's true.
We got all the shit. It's great. People think like America like has its problems, which we do here, but like, bro, you go out east, it's like. It's different, man. It's
Exactly.
way different.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? There's different kinds of like problems and shit. You know what I mean?
So have you seen that lady on TikTok who calls out pickpocketers in Italy? Dude,
That lady's gonna get slapped at some point. I'm
dude,
sorry.
Yeah.
have
Like,
you seen it?
No.
Dude, she just
you need to send me that
she
video. 'cause
literally
that's
just
hilarious.
runs around and just goes pickpocket, pickpocket, and chases people down, and then they just start running.
That is
There's
funny. I'm not gonna
hundreds
lie.
and hundreds of videos of, and you got to see these people like young, like 18-year-old girls, like you would have no idea. And she'll just fucking call them out, and they'll.
How
just
does
start
she
sprinting.
identify? How do you identify?
Dude, she's a local. She knows.
just has a nose for the
She
football?
literally goes around like the tourist areas and calls them out.
So that's like I respect that, but at the same time, it's tough to verify only because.
Oh no, she's been right
Think about
100%. She's got 100%.
Well, they start
Think about
running.
If I just ran around to people in Boston and was like Diddler, and then
Yeah.
like what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean? I'm not diddling anybody.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
As soon as she starts, as soon as she starts,
super democratic, like super diplomatic
Yeah.
about it. Sir, excuse me, I am not diddling
Yeah.
anybody.
I haven't diddled
Incorrect.
anybody in like 5 years. Leave me alone.
Incorrect.
But as soon as she starts yelling, you just see like 6 random people just start
scatter.
fucking bolting.
Really?
Yeah.
I
it's
like
crazy.
I like the move. I
Dude.
respect that move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, well, if you think about it, people do that oftentimes. What with like people doing the stolen valor thing? Those fucking weirdos. Pretending to be like, oh, I served in the military, and
Yeah.
you didn't. You collect.
Yeah.
There's a guy who walks around the North End going, I collect money for like fallen veterans and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, come on.
No, he's shooting
Like,
right up.
give me
his
a
sleeve.
fucking break with
Yeah,
that shit.
exactly.
Like, no, you don't. Like, you're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the remember Faneuil Hall, the Buddhist monks.
I'm not really. No.
Do you remember,
I'm not a
do you
big
remember these
Boston
people that
guy.
used to walk around the thing and they
No.
were like, oh, we work with the Tibetan fucking
Buddhist
temple.
monks.
No.
Meanwhile, they were carrying around like rosary beads and shit. Everybody was like, dude, who is this fucking guy?
Yeah, just random fucking.
Yeah, right. Or there's people in the people in Northgate.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that are like, I got 85 kids and no work,
Yeah,
and I'm
100%,
pregnant again.
yeah.
There's a lady who's been down on Mass Ave that's like been pregnant for 10 years. You know what I'm
She
saying?
probably
Still
makes
bang.
$100,000 a year. fucking
Probably.
thing.
Did you ever see that video on that guy from New York that makes like $2,000 a day, like panhandling?
Yeah.
That's why I think I've seen that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I do respect that lady.
Dude, tax free. She's
Yeah.
doing it. She's got a hustle.
It's a job.
No,
You
the
know?
pickpocket lady, I mean.
Oh yeah, no, that lady.
No, the other lady's a scumbag. But I'm
Dude,
saying that
the pickpocket lady is the real deal, dude. She's
Right.
You got to see it. And they showed her like one time somebody caught her on like because you never see her. It's only like the front facing.
Yep.
And it's like this just old lady. She's probably like 65 years old.
Oh, really?
And just running around like doing God's work. You know?
Yeah, that is God's work. She's like she's like an Italian Avenger.
legit, dude.
That's sick,
And
dude.
she just screams at the top of her like pickpocket, pickpocket.
That's
Everyone just
fucking
fucking
funny.
goes like scrambling.
But at that point, like, what is she? What happens? Like that, like they run away. Okay, great, and then it's like
That's it. She did her job.
80% of the people in Italy at that moment in her vicinity are tourists.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
that's what
They're
she's trying to
protected.
save the tourists because, dude, that ruins tourism. Like, if
Oh,
you
it does.
if you
Yeah.
get pickpocketed and shit, you don't want to go back.
That'll
You tell
ruin your
friends.
fucking trip. I'd be so pissed
So
if I got
pissed, dude. So
pickpocketed.
she's doing that. It's probably helping the economy. Like, there's probably like if she's going to one spot where she knows a lot of pickpocketers are, they're going to think twice.
Not
about
that I need
Right.
any more reason to buy a fanny pack, but that's coming. If I
Yeah,
go to Italy for any
absolutely.
reason.
Yeah.
100%.
When
I'll
we
wear
went
it right
actually.
around I'll get the 90s one, the fucking, how do you call the Eddie Bauer one or whatever our parents used to wear. Put that right around my waist. If you want to come anywhere near my crotch region, that's fine. I'll see it coming, and then it's going to be a problem.
fucking
I feel like
lock
those are
on
making a
that shit.
comeback. Like you see a
Fanny
lot of
packs?
yeah.
They've made a comeback.
it's in.
It's not. It's in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
back
it's
in.
there.
Guys, yeah.
It's back in, dude. How old are you? How old are you guys? I don't even,
I'm 38.
35, 35.
Oh, okay, so I'm 31. We're all from kind of the same era.
Yeah.
Tino's
Yeah.
what, my age?
Tino's
Yeah.
like 40.
Okay. by,
in
me, yeah,
dog
by,
years.
median, Tino's
Yeah.
what? What is he, 30?
Yeah,
He's
in
30,
human
31.
years, He's 31.
Yeah.
Okay, so with me and him are the same
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, somebody, I said that I was on social media. Obviously, you guys saw the post that was coming on the show. And this guy that I know from Watertown was like, Tino was an absolute beast of a running back in high school, which I thought was funny because I'm thinking to myself, he's got to be the only Italian running back ever,
Yeah.
right?
Dude,
Like-
low key, Tino was nasty.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
tell
he
you.
was-
nasty.
He played at Sacred, right?
He did, and he actually tore his ACL senior year. Like,
Did he really?
If not, he would have. He was
Of high
going-
school, of
He
high
was,
school.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
high school. So he was going like.
Oh,
he was
okay.
like the most highly recruited player.
Where
of
were
his-
you? Where'd you play?
I played at Endicott College.
Oh, you played Endicott.
Division
Right,
III,
okay. Got you,
But
got
Tino
you.
was getting looked at by like BC, UConn, like D1 schools.
They just had the biggest win they've ever had, right? The
Who,
football
BC?
program. No, Endicott, BC.
Oh yeah, no, UConn. I mean,
Yeah,
Endicott did,
Endicott's
Who did they
legit.
beat?
Some
Wasn't it
school
like
out
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, some school out of Texas was a nationally ranked team. So it was
Right.
like the first time they ever beat a nationally ranked team.
Yeah, that's
so
sick. Good for them.
huge, Yeah.
No, good for them. Endicott's a cool school, man. That's dope. But like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Tino has to be the first Italian running back ever,
I know.
right? Like, did you ever hear anybody?
I
in the
can't-
NFL? And the sweeps going to Nunzio Di Valletta. It just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can't think of one.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
about the movie in,
basketball? You could swing it. You get some
Yeah.
of the greases that come over and they're pretty good. The Danilo Gallinari's, the Marco,
Exactly.
but yeah,
Yeah.
the Andrea Bagnani's and those guys. But like,
Catch an offensive lineman though once in a while.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
offensive line,
Yeah,
totally different.
fucking Joe Andruzzi.
Yeah, Joe Andrews.
Mark Colombo,
Right.
like all those guys. Remember when BC was like an O-line factory back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they
Fat
used to put
Italian
these
kids.
big fucking Italian guys that were just these big houses of dudes, and it was sick. You know what I'm saying?
You don't hear about like Valentino Perina like cutting
No,
through.
yeah,
Exactly.
What's that movie with Mark Wahlberg?
Who?
Mark Wahlberg, the movie when he's on the Eagles.
Vinny Papali.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but that
one.
guy was like a wide receiver kind of.
Yeah, was he a running
Also,
back?
that was like
Yeah.
the 70s. And
Yeah.
I could have played. We could have all
Yeah.
played professional football in the 70s. I don't care what
What,
anybody
isn't
says.
that guy Joe Piccolo? Wasn't there like a movie about that guy?
Brian Piccolo.
Brian Piccolo, yeah.
He was a fullback. Also,
was he a fullback?
Also, you can get by just being a greaser on that, just a brick
Yeah.
shit house.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can get by on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, things were different in the 70s,
Yup,
dude.
absolutely. What do you got on that docket right there, Luch?
I just got some questions, things that I wanted to ask you. You know,
Go with one. Start with one. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I, like, do you want to get into your social media a little bit? I mean, obviously that's like, that's what's going on for you. So my question for you is like, I love the way you're just yourself all the time. You're authentic. Your content can kind of go anywhere and it just works, like no matter what you're doing. And I respect that. So my question for you is which creators, like where do you feel like you've gotten influence from?
Anybody who is them, I hate to say like just literally like echo the sentiment that you just brought, but like literally anybody whose brand is themselves. Your brand has to be you.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. Your brand has to be you. It can't just be tourism. It can't just be cooking. It can't just be like reviewing things. The brand has to be you. That allows you to do so much more. At that point, people are just watching you do different shit instead of I'm just watching this what's the right word for it? This like vehicle, this vessel
Yeah.
present to me this type of content.
Right.
Meanwhile, I have no real connection to this person.
Yeah.
I just know that like they cook and I watch cooking shit.
Right.
Right. That's like it. Okay. I'm saying could be anything. Could be, like I said, I'm a traveler. I'm a woodworker. Doesn't matter. Right. I review movies, whatever the fuck. So your brand has to be you. So somebody like, I hate to say, I know it's like the most rudimentary answer ever, but like somebody like Mr. Beast, his whole thing is like, what is Mr. Beast going to do next? And that kid is a gajillionaire.
Right.
That kid is maybe the richest content. He is the richest content person ever.
Yeah.
Guys like him, guys like PewDiePie, right? Those guys really took YouTube into a different realm. And I'll tell you something right now. YouTube is the pros of content creation.
Yeah.
Instagram is AAA ball,
Yeah.
which is totally fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, there's people that are big on IG, really big, that don't do YouTube.
Yep.
So it's just different types of like revenue and different types of algorithms and shit like that. YouTube wants people on the platform as long as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Right? That's where like, so in other words, if you're a long form creator, YouTube's the pros.
Yeah.
Short form creator, IG's the pros.
Yeah.
TikTok means shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Sucks.
Really?
Sucks. Yes.
Just
I swear to
useless
God.
views?
I'm telling you right now. Go look at my IG.
Yeah.
Coffee, whoever, look at the views, then go on my TikTok and look at the views. And I have 65,000 more followers on TikTok. The views are incomparable.
Really?
It's IG by a landslide. It's not even
I
close.
thought it was opposite.
Nope.
Interesting.
No, but I will tell you this: the creativity program beta that I got invited to, because if you were in the creator fund before, you got first dibs at this. So the risk you were taking when you left the creator fund was you got paid per view. You got paid like 0.5 cents per view. But yeah, you got paid, right? It sucked. It wasn't even remotely close to what it would be on YouTube, right? You got invited to this thing called the Creativity Program Beta, which is why if you go on my TikTok, everything is over a minute because that program pays you anything for every view if your video is over a minute long. It could be a minute and 1 or 2 seconds long. It doesn't matter. So that's why you see me do a lot of like my minute and a half longer form shit. The true crime stuff. I just did my first episode again the other day.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave's Hot Chicken. Big announcement coming on the podcast, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. you put it this way, the Portnoy video.
Yeah.
Okay, the one I just did, like commenting on the Portnoy
Yeah,
video
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
That video's at like almost at 1.1 mil.
Wow.
$950 I made off that video.
Wow.
So like not terrible.
Wait, from Instagram?
No, TikTok.
Okay.
This is that creativity.
Oh, okay,
Sorry
okay.
if I convoluted
No,
that.
okay.
That's from the like the creativity program
Okay, I got
beta
you. I
that
got
they
you.
have.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. That fund, say only has $1 billion in it. So when all that money is used up and dispersed,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to reevaluate. TikTok is now more than ever like an e-shop play. Think about it. You guys go on TikTok a lot? I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Ton.
So
Less and less
How much
lately.
do you see like nowadays, right now, right? Your algorithm recently has probably been, you got to get your girl this fucking
Yes.
thing for the thing. And then it's a little shop thingy in the
Exactly.
bottom
Yeah.
left
Tons of that.
corner.
Yeah, tons of
That's
that.
really what it is now. If you're selling a product, that's okay. So TikTok's probably up your wazoo a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: the big accounts right now that are making like good long form content, borderline, they want to compete with YouTube, but they don't have a remote ounce of the money. Why? Their algorithm's way less inconsistent than YouTube is. It's harder to get going on YouTube, but it's worth it.
It's so hard to get going on YouTube.
So hard to get going on YouTube, but I will tell you this right now: the money on YouTube is life changing. It's life changing money. I'm telling you right now. There's guys that take down 20 grand a video.
Wow, dude, how do you get going on YouTube? Because like TikTok, you scroll until you find someone you click through, but like no one's scrolling through YouTube, are they?
It depends. Like no, because the videos are presented differently.
Right, exactly. It's like
More of a search platform at this point.
It's a search based platform, but if YouTube will give you what you want based on what you watch, they definitely will. They also will recommend you the same videos. So you watch them again. I can't tell you how many YouTube videos I've watched more than once. My big thing on YouTube is music documentaries. I watch every music documentary. I have like 3 different channels I'm subscribed to. I watch one guy for all his movie reviews, a bunch of video game shit. I watch a ton of stuff.
Dude, I fucking watch
all the NFL films.
Yeah.
Remember those from back
Say,
in the
I don't
day?
even watch TV, dude. I have the YouTube app on my smart TV.
Yeah.
But if I'm going home to watch TV, YouTube.
Bingo.
YouTube TV,
Right
though,
on YouTube. No, not YouTube TV.
Well,
YouTube.
YouTube TV I use for like NFL Sunday ticket and
Yeah,
shit
I
because I
have-
pay
yeah.
like
Yeah,
$70
football
a
and
month
shit,
for it
you
or
know, like
whatever.
specific shit.
So I do that, but YouTube will do like all the old NFL films videos are on there. You
Yeah.
know, like when like the Vikings played the Cowboys and like
Yeah.
they got the commentary with the
Right.
music. I love that stuff.
Yeah, fucking a
But
lot
how
of
do you get
podcasts
found,
and
though?
shit.
Like I understand. Okay, if you're looking
So,
for NFL films,
how do
I
you get
it, but
subscribers?
how
That
do
way-
you? How do you build subscribers?
Yeah.
It's a repetition thing. You need to subtly be able to remind people. You will see 1 billion creators on YouTube right now that, like, if you're watching their shit, there'll be a little graphic that comes up in the bottom of the thing with a little click sound
Yeah.
to subtly remind you of what that, because everybody knows what that sound is like a key in for, right? And to subscribe. And you also have to remind people with numbers. 70% of people who watch YouTube videos on a channel are not subscribed to that channel.
Right.
Fact.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to give people a reason to like keep watching you.
Right.
So there's a channel called The Vile Eye, right? This guy does, it's a great concept. He psychologically breaks down villains from like movies, books, and TV shows
That's cool.
and tells you like how they're built like archetype wise. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
He does like fucking Joe Pesci in Casino, the Joker from The Dark Knight, you name it. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
Tony Soprano's like his biggest episode.
Yeah.
That type of shit. So when you find one video, the key is you have to have a database of content where people are like, holy shit, I just found a gold mine.
Right.
Yeah.
All this guy's shit is gas.
Right. Can't be fucking 5 videos.
Absolutely. And I want to see when the next one comes
Right.
up. Click.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you get notified. So
Absolutely.
That's the name.
Mr. B says it all the time. Your first 50 videos on YouTube probably aren't going to do shit.
Oh, you need a fucking library first.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So would you suggest focusing your attention for like a new creator, right? Like I don't know, none of us in this room have a following like you, right? So anybody looking to grow their following, even on YouTube, would you suggest focusing your attention on Instagram first?
Yep.
And then you got to try and translate that into YouTube.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know that the TikTok to Instagram thing is as seamless, even though you can have the button right in your profile. You can also have the YouTube one. I just don't think, I think people go on TikTok for a reason. I'm going to tell you right now, TikTok is meant for quick entertainment.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why they will never compete with YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just never going to happen.
The only time I'll get into like somebody's page on TikTok is if like if it's like like a murder mystery thing, and then like it'll part 1, and then you find the page, then you go to part two.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you're like 15 parts into it, and they were like a couple minutes at a time.
Well, now you can upload 10-minute videos,
Okay.
which is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm personally not a fan of that because it's like I try and keep my true crime episodes under 3 minutes. I think that's a good little time.
Yeah.
Because if I was going to go over 10 minutes, where am I going?
YouTube.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So is that your thought? What's your thought process behind the crime stuff?
Crime stuff, do you want me to be completely honest with you?
Yeah.
Everything I do is based on ad space that I can sell. It's pretty much it.
Yeah, you have a strategy. That's what I'm trying to.
So okay, so I'll get. Do you want me to go into
Absolutely,
that?
I
Okay,
love
so I'll tell you something right now. So I just signed on with 3 different sponsors, and I thank these guys for them. They were seamless, great, cooperative, very not penny pinchy with money, easy to work with. Also, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. They are a peach to work with. WinBet, fuck you, they suck. Anyway, so my true crime stuff is sponsored by Dave's Hot Chicken, and the announcement is I just signed with them for 6 months. I'm the official spokesperson of Dave's Hot Chicken in New England.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Huge.
There's that. Yes,
That's
it's
beautiful.
It's great. It's fun. It's nice. Al Graziano, by the way, greaseball right off the boat. You guys got to meet him. You'll love this guy. Awesome dude. Started out grunting with the company. Is now a franchisee. So that guy's he's handling all of the suburban outreach. There's one guy who has all the ones in the city.
Yeah.
Al was like, keep that. I'm going to Chelmsford, Woburn.
Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag. Saugus is the next location. Route 1. The video last night.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's going in Angela's. And how do you go?
Angela's.
By the way,
It's a great location.
I'll never forgive Al for that. I'm the other Al that used to own Angela's.
Me too.
Yeah.
Best
Oh
pizza
my
ever.
God. I like your guys' pizza.
No, theirs is
No.
That pizza was like, dude, we will all be 75 years old yelling at people going, you guys weren't there for Angela's coal-fired
Yeah,
pizza. That shit was unbelievable.
I know.
You
The
were
wings
fucking
were-
obsessed with that pizza.
I
Dude, I
love
would
that
eat it
pizza.
I sometimes ate it twice a week.
Dude, I would go out of my way just put down a
Remember the
fucking large
personal
with
pies they
prosciutto,
used
yeah.
to do on like the $6 personal ones they used to do on Mondays?
Dude, I wasn't Dale's chopping. I was going for the large every time.
Oh no,
to the
but
face, yeah.
I just loved it. Well, I didn't want to eat like 2 pieces. I was just
Well,
like,
that's the thing. I would put down a fucking
Right.
large in the car.
Right.
Yeah, throw the box on Route 1 and
Yeah,
keep it
absolutely.
moving. Yeah, like it never happened.
On a total side note, like, because listen, I'll tell you right now, when I'm not on like a strict diet and I'm just like, if back in the day when I was just slugging it, how big actually is your appetite? Because mine is disturbingly big.
Oh,
I'll tell
you met your
You-
match.
you
You
met your
met your
match. You
match.
think so?
Oh yeah, I know so.
I don't even. What's like the
Dude.
day where you were like, I just absolutely.
Dude, it was every day.
Really?
It
Yeah.
was days. It's like just for. I'm not kidding when I said I would go there, extra the large pizza with prosciutto, entire pizza on the way.
What was your wait? So what was the pizza? You just got a regular pizza with prosciutto?
Yeah,
on it?
margarita with prosciutto. That was
Okay,
my
margarita
order.
with prosciutto,
Yeah,
gotcha.
margarita with prosciutto. Put down the entire large, and then if you know, when you go up Route 1, there's a McDonald's and a Burger King right there, and then I would then hit either one of the two.
Yeah, Big
on the way
Mac for
home.
dessert.
Yeah, big. That was dessert. And then all the debris on Route 1. You would just see like full large.
I know.
What's the company? JRM waiting
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
behind you exactly.
right out of the
right.
sunroof of the Escalade. Just
Oh
like,
my God,
see you
that
later.
is unbelievable. Okay,
in broad daylight. See
I
you later.
definitely met my match. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
dude.
the most I've ever eaten in one sitting was like 30 Hooters wings.
Dude, that's
is
literally
like-
That's like
appetizing.
fucking
Yeah,
low
literally,
carb, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a low carb
And just
meal.
like nice, the
Yeah.
heart rate's bumping
Yeah,
now. Let's go.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a keto meal.
Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, I will tell you right now, I've been on keto. I had to get stricter with it. Carbs were a little bit too high. I'm at like 30 grams a day right now, and just like I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Of carbs, that's
Yeah.
low. That's tough.
It's bro. It's hard because like it's not even like I want to eat shitty carbs.
Yeah.
It's the nickel and dime.
I know.
Like,
Right.
That's what the aggravating thing is. You're like, if I eat half of this Kelly's chicken finger, where am I at? Carbs.
Oh, that's your day right there.
And then it's so hard to like. Well, actually, they don't bread it too heavily, so they're
Yeah?
it's good. Like, put it this way: there's some like dude, you like KFC. They're just like
it's all bread.
absurd.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Triple dipped. That shit.
Absolutely
Yeah, exactly.
right. I mean like nickel and diming the carbs is what like you're just
Stop.
like this is the miserable.
Has
part.
it been
It's not-
working for you? You losing
Yes,
weight?
yeah, I'm down to 235 now,
Nice.
which is nice. When I ate dinner with you guys, well, you weren't there, but
Yeah.
I was like 244.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was nice, quick. Yeah, 3 weeks
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Solid.
to down 8, 9.
Yeah, healthy. It's a good pace.
Yeah, I got to say, when you're really in like a good keto mind state, you really got a good fast going too. You feel great.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I never
with me.
did it.
Whenever I eat like high fats, low carb, my brain is like you're feeling sharp. Dude.
You
That's
feel,
the best part.
and you're never tired. It's
Yeah.
so weird. You would think, oh, malnutrition. No,
No, you have more energy.
Yeah.
You have less brain fog.
absolutely.
That's why I really enjoy it. But the thing is, if you don't stay under that carb number, next thing you know, you're fucking gaining weight because you're having fat and calories and shit.
You're gaining water. This is the big misconception. I'm telling you. And a good diet, if you control it with a diuretic, and you're like, okay, like last night, I ended up breaking out of keto. I didn't even bother weighing myself today because I was like, let me just get back on track with it, because you could fix it in like one day.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah,
You know
it
what
takes
I'm
you a few
saying?
days to get back into ketosis.
No, but I'm even like the low carb,
Right.
like letting your metabolism catch up.
Right.
Use like that type of shit.
Right.
You can fix it in like 2 days. 3 pounds.
right.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
really it.
whenever I would fuck up, I would start the day with like 16 ounces of water, a lemon, and a shot of fucking apple cider vinegar. That was like my way to get myself back on track.
Right. That's
know?
the thing about
And
keto
an
is like
espresso.
you can always kind of like restart. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like whenever. It's not like it's not the JC Penney food plan where we're like, oh fuck,
yeah.
I'm getting back to
And the
10
food's
points a
fucking
day.
good
Yeah.
too. You can eat fucking cheese and butter and shit.
Oh, I love it,
Dude, your body, high fats, like good fat, bro, it's awesome.
it
Like,
covers
that's
a lot
like-
of the cravings.
I had a 16-ounce ribeye for breakfast this morning. I swear to God, I did.
No,
Swear
it's
to
great,
God.
dude. And that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
like the shit that you want. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Dude, like blue cheese.
yeah, fuck yeah.
I love blue cheese.
Same.
I couldn't touch it on Weight Watchers.
yeah,
It was 15 points for a 3-ounce cup of.
yeah. You can eat.
No, the good thing is you can go out to dinner with friends and like make it. You know, like you get a
1000%.
burger without the bread.
Yep, that's all.
You know, like you can have a salad with
The thing
whatever.
is, the best part is, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You think it does.
Exactly.
No, I mean like the taste and like the context, like what I'm getting out of the burg.
Yeah.
It's really not that much of a difference.
Right.
No.
At least I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hold on, keto ran over. Sorry to go back to this. So Dave's is my sponsor for my true crime stuff.
Yeah, that's
and that
awesome.
will expand at some point, right?
Yeah.
Nova Farms is a cannabis brand out of Attleboro. They sponsor my like lifestyle and like vibey type of things. So my first video with them was just me going to the Topsfield Fair. And how do I market that? Right at the beginning of the video. If you're going to do an ad, you put it in the first 30 seconds of the video. That's how you sell this to companies, because you don't want to put it at the end.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, okay, it's a 1.5 minute long video and your ad is at 1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
People might have shut the shit off already,
Can I
right?
just say I literally laughed out loud with the Topsfield Fair video with the bunny. You had the perfect rabbit.
How amazing was
Dude,
the
I
rabbit?
literally was actually laughing out loud.
But like, how beautiful was the rabbit?
It was the
It's
absolutely
the perfect rabbit. I go, this rabbit is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
The way he was maintained,
Yeah.
his fur, the ears, everything. I was like, I don't even want to buy you because you're just sitting here perfect.
It's so
Was it one of those
true.
massive ones? Did you see like the huge, gigantic
Those are
ones?
creepy.
Those were
Yeah,
insane.
those are weird.
creepy. Those are weird.
Yeah.
Shit.
Scary movie shit.
Yeah, no, dude, you should have seen the big one they had. It was like a 40-pound Holland Lop. The thing was
Yeah.
this big.
It was insane.
I'm
don't
like,
want
no,
us-
I don't need this Alice in Wonderland
It's like a
shit. I
dog.
want Peter Cottontail. Like, I don't need this gigantic shit. So Nova Farms comes along for the vibey stuff.
Yeah.
And any traffic, workplace related, any like work, so my next spread for Top Dog Law, which is an injury law firm out of, shout out to Jason, Atlanta. He's a Philly guy, so Philly's his home base.
Yeah.
I want to say New York and New Jersey. But they're like, listen, if you're an injury law firm, you don't need to be like in the, you know what I'm saying? You're not like a trial lawyer. It's different,
Yeah.
right? So he sponsors all of my traffic anything. And my next spread for him is going to be all like Big Dig content once a week.
Oh.
You know, like facts about the Big Dig.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So those three, I get a monthly sum from each of them, which
That's
I'll
awesome.
tell you guys after the pod. Put it this way, it adds up to, in total, if I kept all of these sponsorships for a year, which I'm 6 months on all of them with, I would be in 6 figures.
Nice,
yeah,
dude.
good for you.
So, and I structure it so that I get that payment at the first of every month. I like getting everything all at once so I can just see everything. And I don't have to like, not see from like rubbing my tits, this number is wicked sick, right? I'm just saying like, I like to know what I have to work with for the month.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
Of
all
course,
it is,
yeah.
right? I hate the whole like couple of bucks a week and hate that shit.
Right, exactly.
It makes me feel like I'm getting a paycheck again.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Slow drip.
You know, exactly.
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
that shit. So my next meeting is for the town reviews.
Yeah, I was
which
gonna
I have to
bring that
call.
up,
I have to
yeah.
call the guy after I leave here. I have. How would you market this, Costa? Trivia question. If you were selling, if I said, Costa, I need you to sell ad space for this video series. I review towns. Who would you market it to?
I'd pick a business in the town, but I'm trying to think what business.
How about a real estate office?
Yeah.
That's a good
Who
one.
sells property in the town?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a good
What I'm
idea.
saying?
That's a good one.
So that's where me and Tracy Hollander have to have a conversation and be like, you need to give me a map of where you have properties listed.
Right.
And I end the video with, if you like what you heard in this review and you think it would be somewhere you want to live, check out so-and-so real estate office.
idea.
They have property for sale in this town.
Yeah. Love that.
That's
how you do
unbelievable.
it.
That's great.
So are you you're coming up with these series and then you're like, okay, this business would be a good fit,
Correct.
and then go after them.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
So you
A
let
lot of times people reach out to me and be like, how can we promote with you? And that's what I don't like doing like a one-off video for like a fucking carpet cleaning business.
yeah
Yeah.
You know,
a one-off
I
shit.
hate that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got to feel like natural.
It's got to feel
Yeah.
natural. It's like a thing where like I would rather take less money for the video
Yeah.
week to week than the one-off chunk
Yeah.
for like one video in the feed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how people should do these kinds of things.
Yep.
Not like let's get in a ride to the cab company and we're going to fucking, and it's Patriot Taxi
Right.
out of Squire Road in Revere and we're going to the fucking Bruins game.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. I would rather have a subtle ad in there
Yeah.
and take less money per video
Yeah.
for a longer term. Now put it this way. If I told you like, okay, I'll give you $1,200 for a video for the first kind, but I told you, no, break that down and give me $2,000 a month. What are you going to take?
I missed the math.
If I told you I would give you $1,200 for one video
Yeah,
that's just like
yeah.
overtly about my product,
Right.
or $2,000
And
for
just do it organically. Yeah, of
Bingo.
course. Yeah, of course.
it's a no-brainer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Definitely.
So, and I can't tell you how many people have asked me, like, how do you monetize social media? One, you have to do like good work for people and you can't be a scumbag.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Bad creators fuck it up for the good ones, right? The second thing, if you're a business looking to like work with a creator,
Yeah.
there is no creator big enough to help your brand that's going to take free product.
Yeah.
That's just never going to
Yeah,
happen.
that's not gonna
I
move the
had a company
needle.
legitimately on TikTok. I still have the message offer to pay me in like a toy, like bulldozer. 'Cause they did kids' toys. I'm like, you guys have to be shitting me.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
tough.
And you can't sit there and act like you're fucking Dave Portnoy. Not that Dave's an asshole. I'm just saying like a guy that big. And be like, oh, I'm insulted by this offer. Just laugh and move on. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to write people back a dissertation and tell them how to do
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
They're clearly shitty business people.
Right, they don't
and it's
get
going
it.
to catch up to them
Yeah.
eventually. So whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll save myself the fucking thesis on how to work with creators and just go through it that way.
Have you ever considered going to Barstool?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met RA a couple of weeks for the Spit and Chicklets guy.
Yeah.
Well, one of the Spit and Chicklets guys. He actually is the co-founder of the podcast with Whitney. Great relationship. I'm supposed to meet all those guys when they come up,
Nice.
or they got a live show in the up here soon, or it might be a public appearance for like Pink Whitney or Big Deal Brewing,
Nice.
one of their brands, right? So there's that. Dante follows me. He's been great, and Mike Grinelli, he's a Burlington kid. He's the producer of Spit and Chicklets. He also follows me too.
That's awesome.
So they're all three really nice guys.
That's awesome.
Really good dudes. I would love to work for the Stool.
Yeah.
You do get addicted to working for yourself, though.
Yeah.
Even though they have a platform that, like, I clearly don't have, obviously that big, and wouldn't for probably the next, I don't know, 15 years,
yeah.
maybe.
But
Yeah.
you could do both in that scenario, right? Like,
No, because like when you sign a bar,
You're-
they
you're
like
with
own
them,
you.
and that's
yeah,
it.
They
Own
own
your
it. I
rights,
can't do
yeah.
my own one-off
yeah,
brand deals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
So it's just like it's tricky. Like I'll put it to you this way. I just had a car dealership shake my hand in a meeting and agree to a 4-month, $40,000 deal. Okay. And then go ghost on me, radio silent.
Wow.
Stuff.
Reading too.
Scumbags in Reading.
Yeah.
That is aggravating as shit. I would rather you look at me in the meeting and go, no, buddy, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We're not interested. Way more rather.
What a
rather
dink.
that. I just
go
hate that
ghost?
shit.
Yeah.
I hate radio silence.
Yeah.
Just communicate and say like, hey, sorry, doesn't work for us. Thanks anyway.
Be honest, yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, that's
Totally fine.
Well, then it comes the business side of it. You know, like people you know, sometimes people try to save face. They don't want to say it to you. They'd rather just ghost you, you know?
I always say there's business and bad business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no.
That's bad business in my
course.
opinion. Bad business. Just say like, I can't see how many people have been like, right now is not great. Can we
Can't
talk
swing
again
it.
down the road?
Can't swing it right now.
Yeah.
Bingo. I totally get
Yeah.
it. No problem. See you guys in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I've done like 2 or 3 deals with people like that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
And the best part is, I got more than what I asked for originally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Exactly.
rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Bingo. Exactly, Costa. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I operate. And I've seen creators in Boston, like, definitely fuck up, like, not the bag. I hate that phrase.
What,
So
getting
annoying.
a bag?
Oh, bro.
It's
Call me an
painful.
old
Cringe.
miserable
Yeah,
guinea.
that's
Like, I don't give a fuck.
I can't.
I hate that stupid phrase
Yeah.
more than anything on the planet.
Same.
Oh my God. Maybe we're just elderly people at this point. I don't know. But like, and maybe
What would
it's
you
the-
do with that bag?
What would you do with that
Fuck
bag?
off, dude.
Listen, get your bag, my guy. Dude, like, no, look. I hate when people think like finessing people for money is a flex.
Yeah.
I can't stand that, especially in content creation. There's a big guy on TikTok who like, he got some seltzer brand based in Boston. Again, I'll tell you guys after. To give him like 50 grand. He's huge on TikTok. Totally mailed it in on what he was delivering for them.
Yeah, that sucks.
And they just ate it. And now guess what? They never work with anybody again.
Yeah.
Bad creators fuck it up for the good ones.
Yeah.
Say it all the time.
So you paying the guy never even did a video, nothing?
No, like he did. It just sucked.
It was just a half-ass.
Yeah, I was like, he was supposed to be the spokesman for there. And now the guy has his own seltzer.
What a scumbag.
I mean, there is a lot of, you do put a lot of trust in the creator's hands that they're going to deliver on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
they need to come up with it on their own.
1,000%. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I say this all the time. Not you guys, you guys, the listeners, you know what I mean? Corporate money is different than local money.
Yeah, small business.
It
yeah.
is way different from local money. When you're talking to a corporation,
Yeah.
it is way different. A corporation, you need an agent for. Local money, you shouldn't need anybody. You should just know what you're doing.
Right.
My agent doesn't touch anything under 10 grand.
So he only deals with the bigger stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she only deals with the bigger shit. And it's like, honestly, like, there's only really been 2 deals, the WinBet deal and my Dunkin' deal.
Yeah.
And that was it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I get everything else myself. My agency hasn't brought me 1 deal.
Wow.
I sourced the Dunkin' deal.
Oh, wow.
I sourced the WinBet deal, and these 3 deals I got on my own. And every other one-off deal that I do, I got that as well. I'm sorry. She got me 1 video for $800 on with UFO beer. That's it.
It sucks. So it's like fucking, you know, like earn your keep to bring some fucking business, will you?
Sure, but at the same time, why I never had a problem with that? Go get it on your own.
Yeah.
Go get it on your own, and guess what, Costa? I'll keep all the fucking money.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pit bull. I don't stop. You don't stop. You DM absolutely fucking everybody and their mother. You do not stop. You're either obsessed or you're not. That's it. You're either obsessed or you're not. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You can absolutely tell who in content had a real job before they hit it and who didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
You can absolutely tell. Just I could put you on the phone with a business for 5 minutes and tell you how long you were working in the real world for,
Yeah.
what you did, who you worked for,
Yeah.
everything like that. And what did me and Al Graziano, the guy, the franchisee from how do you call it, Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's, yeah.
What do we say all the time? Everything you need to know about operating in the real working world with people and working with brands can be learned by waitering on a table. Say it all. I was a waiter for 9 years before I went into content.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Hospitality, dude, teaches you the fucking foundation of everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really
I'm like,
does.
anything I need to know. I would, if you told me like, hey, listen, I'm going to staff my content staff with people I'd be like, give me all waiters.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me
So
all
true.
managers. Give me all sous chefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me all those people. You can
So
learn
true.
everything you need to know about business and how to navigate and work with people on, how do you call it? Waiting like serving a table.
Yeah. So true.
Absolutely.
At what point did you realize that you were good at it? Like, what was did you have like a video that popped? What were you trying to do? Like, were you just dicking around or you were?
So I always wanted to be an entertainer.
Okay.
Since I was a kid. Always wanted to be an entertainer. I always wanted to be honest with you, my end goal, my real passion in life is acting.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to act. And I just signed
shit.
my first indie movie deal, and I signed on for a pilot too.
Good for you.
So shout out to Pete Horgan, shout out to Scott Powell. Pete's movie's called Playing the Edge. He has a movie out now on Prime called How to Rob. Came out last year. So I'm hoping me and Pete get this movie made. I think he's a West Roxbury guy. I might have that wrong. He's gonna yell at me. Whatever. Either way. So that's gonna film in January, prospectively.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Scott, the pilot for this. So Scott, he specializes in like. Listen, I'm not gonna lie and say that this is some like NBC production. He specializes in like straight to streaming.
Yeah.
Like TV shows and stuff like that, and movies and shit.
Yeah.
Which is the equivalent from back in our day, what we used to call. How old are you?
26.
Okay, so we used to call it straight to video.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember those?
Oh, yeah, straight to video.
Right, exactly.
Skip the theater.
So we skipped it there. We used to call it straight to video, and used to see them in that weird section of Blockbuster and
Yeah.
shit, like on the Sci-Fi Channel at like 2:30 in the morning, right? So they've been great. What was I gonna say? But that's what I've always wanted to do. Is I wanted this to take me into that always.
Oh, yeah.
That was always the goal. Because my angle from back in 2013 was like, I'm going to build something that I can go to a movie studio with and be like, I can guarantee you that I will get eyes on this movie. Why? You could be the worst actor, Costa, on the fucking planet. If you can guarantee that people are going to watch this movie,
Yeah, what is
that's
that?
all people care about. Dude, Keanu Reeves is not a great actor.
No, he's not.
He's really not.
He's
Like,
funny, though.
but like he's a great, like people love him.
Yeah.
I watch his movies. I like Keanu Reeves.
John Wick, Fox.
Yeah,
John Wick's
Wick,
insane.
I'm not saying
Did
like
he say
Keanu.
anything in that whole movie?
Yeah. Jennifer Lopez sucks acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's true.
But guess what? People go and watch the shit that she does. She's good at everything else.
Yeah.
She's had a couple of good movies.
10. Still a 10. She's still a
Yeah.
10.
Oh, yeah, she's still gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. But like, that's part of the business. That's show business. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to be an entertainer. That was always my thing. And this was my route to entertain in the meantime.
So you were intentional about it from the beginning.
Absolutely.
So like from day one, when you had 0 followers, you were
Yep.
like, I need a following.
Yeah, so I used to have an old Instagram account that was just like my personal account that I would post videos. I started on Instagram, my own personal one, which I don't have a personal anymore. This is my thing. My personal Instagram, Vine, and my personal Facebook. And you would just see like comments from like, dude, your aunts, their friends.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Kids you went to high school with
Right.
and shit, that
Yeah.
type of thing, right? Which is nice. It's all fine and well. People would see you in public that you knew and be like, hey, man, like, dude, that was funny. I love that video, yada, yada. I remember the first time I ever got noticed in public, this is going to be the weirdest thing ever, was promoting Causeway out front at like 11:30 at night.
Were you with Tino?
No. Tino was an MVP he had MVP at the time. They were at like Big Deal Storyville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest in peace to that place. Storyville was a weird layout, by the way. Did you ever go in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was there no dance floor?
Yeah, tiny.
Did you ever notice that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No
I went
room to
I
move.
went once on my bachelor party. That was it.
Yeah, that was the night.
I'm
Luch-
out. I'm past that.
Luch was like, I'm not
Yeah,
being
I
associated
have
with this piece
3
of-
fucking kids.
Yeah, exactly. By the time he was 24. Yeah, absolutely right. Exactly. Yeah. So, Storyville was weird. It had like no dance floor. It was in a basement. Like, it was cool, but it was like you were either at like a VIP table
Yeah.
or like at the bar.
Yeah.
And then they had that weird room that like people had tables in, but like that was it.
Yeah.
The one on the
just,
side.
That just goes to show how good they did building that place up. 'Cause
Yeah,
it had no business
absolutely.
being
That place is
business.
a tough sell. They were great at what they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like Tino crushed it. And some kid was like, "Hey, do you make videos on Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Funny stuff. You should keep doing it." That was it. And then he walked away.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
Fuck yeah.
I needed to
fuck
hear
yeah.
that at the time.
I know. Yeah, it was cool. So now like whenever it happens, like it does happen like pretty frequently, which lucky me.
Dude, when we were at dinner at our restaurant, fucking like, remember those like couple groups came up to him and they were like, "Oh my god, can I take a picture with you?" and shit like that.
It was nice. It was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I get more than that?
Yeah.
Honest to God, is after I leave a place, people will be like, "I was sitting behind you at fucking the 99 or something like that," and I don't
And
want to
they'll
say,
just DM you?
yeah.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, dude, just like say hi.
Wow.
Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice. It's really humbling. It's anytime somebody takes their time to like say something to you, complimentary. I haven't had anybody say some shit. I had one guy try and like show up at a podcast show that I did and give me like a sneak like try to fake like he was being nice and then try to sneak in a compliment at the end. Because I caught him like trolling on my shit on TikTok. Looked up his Facebook because he had it in his profile. And turns out like my stepmother used to work with him. So I put up a picture of his profile. It was like a fat naked guy in a tub drinking a Bud Light. And I was like, I just like respond. You know, you can respond to comments on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I just said like read his comment and then I was like, oh, okay. And then flipped to that picture. That was the whole video. So he tried to say something at like Jocko's and Walt Dam. I had to follow him out of the bar. It was like, whatever.
What about like hate? Like when you were first started, like people giving you shit, like friends you grew up with and stuff?
People used to shit talk me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people used to shit talk me all the time and be like, yeah, this kid thinks he's funny and this, that, and the other thing. Never listened, never cared. Obviously, like.
Dude, that holds so many people back from posting.
Who gives a
crazy.
shit, bro? Like dude, listen.
Right?
My life is
So much.
My life is really nice now. Like I'm very comfortable. Like I don't have to worry about waking up and going to work at 9 to 5, which is like a real serious grind. And if I listened to anybody, I'd still be doing that.
Yeah.
Not worth listening to anybody about anything at all. All the people that said that shit, they're in the exact same spot they were when they were talking shit.
They don't realize it either. It's like once you actually post content for the first time, you're just like, wow, this is actually like hard to do and like to be consistent.
Easy,
and-
dude.
Yeah.
Put it this way. If you like doing anything, it's not work. I like doing this so I don't feel like it's doing work. When I edit a video, I'm going to be realistic with you, Costa. I'm not going to lie. This isn't a flex. Sweated this for almost a decade before I like hit, got this lucky and was able to like do these kinds of things. And there's still people, you never lose perspective, man. There are people that wake up every day at the fucking ass crack of dawn, go out and grind and break their back to support their families. Those people will, that's like the tough thing to do. That's the real hard thing to do. So I would be totally remiss if I was saying or going, this is hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a plant you have to water for a long time. And then when it's in bloom, to continue with this cliche analogy, you get to reap the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I always I could sit here and go like, oh, dude, it's such hard work. I'd be lying to you and be totally like putting you on a pedestal. I'm not saying it's like easy and my life's a joke. It's not. Sometimes it does get hard. Sure. Like, trying to find the right shot and the right angle and the right sound to put on a thing. But like in the grand scheme of life, bro, I'm making a video.
Yeah.
There's people that are like literally digging ditches as we speak, working OT, just wrapped a 12-hour day. They're exhausted. That's like the really hard. You guys work way harder than I do.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? You're running different businesses, logistics. You're traveling to different cities.
It's the same idea though for us. We never feel like we're working.
Yeah,
we love it. Like I never feel like I'm working.
Right.
I really don't.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are doing way more shit than I do. The most I do all day, bro, is like make phone calls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is like 70% of running a business nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
How much are you guys on the phone?
Oh, so much. dude.
Like
Disgusting.
we are 5G zombies. We are the 5G.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are in the MK Ultra conspiracy theory. Like we're going down.
I got my AirPods like recharging all the time. Just
Yeah.
always on
Really?
the phone. Yeah.
Can I be honest?
I got
Speaking
2 pairs.
Speaking of AirPods,
They die.
call me a dinosaur. Still love the wired headphones.
Me too.
Tino
audio-
Can't
does.
stand them.
The audio
Tino's
is
the king of the wired
and
headphones.
the audio is so much better.
Is it?
on the wire?
It's got a little
How can it be more
It's got a
crisp?
microphone fucking right on your chin.
The microphone's
That
good too.
I always get like
Right?
caught and shit, like in and out of the car.
I cannot even picture you with wire headphones on.
I know I can't. That is
It's
probably,
just-
that is,
It just doesn't
reach
work.
From my ear to my pocket. Bend over to like not enough slack.
I can't even.
No, I can't.
He's got it around like a sash. Like,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
it's like on his
Well, I know
thing.
it's like a cool thing to do, like when you're shooting a video, you have like
Yeah,
the
you could be the guy that holds it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This happened.
The green
yesterday.
screen.
You will not believe.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me follow
So-
you in a day of the life. You
A
know,
day
like,
in the
things,
life
all
of a
that
guy from Peabody, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
I
no.
wake up every day, smoke a pack of cigarettes, disappoint my mother, and jump in my tinted fucking Honda Civic and rev the engine at a red light.
The only problem with being on the phone with AirPods is that people just you're walking on the phone like clearly on
Yeah.
talking.
Oh, yeah.
They just
Psychopath.
come right fucking up to you and start talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, like I hate.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to see the wire.
So if I have
Yeah.
if I have it in, I'm on the phone walking by someone, I'll literally go like this, as if I'm on the phone.
As if you're like
Yeah,
Morse
like-
code. Yeah.
Like you're a
like-
secret agent, like a
yeah.
secret service guy. Like,
I'm on,
president's
like,
coming
I'm
up
clearly
in
not
fucking
just
5
talking to
minutes.
myself. Like I'm
Right.
speaking to another person.
Or from a distance, you look like a psychopath, like you are talking to yourself out in
dude.
public. Yeah,
so
right.
bad, so bad.
And just like I do that without the AirPods.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, exactly.
Dude, my wife did that this morning. So this morning I was walking on there's like a walking trail over here. So I'm out walking and I'm on the fucking phone, I think with you, like yelling about something. And then my wife comes walking past me. She just walks right to my face, starts talking to me. I'm like, you think I'm just talking to myself in the
Yeah.
woods? Like, keep it moving. Keep it moving. And I literally just said, I wave. And it's like, keep it moving.
My husband just walks out in the woods and has a whole conversation
Yeah,
with
I'm
himself.
just talking to myself.
He's
like,
cocking the gun at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
She's like, it's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, exactly.
fucking cocking the gun at midnight.
Oh my
and-
God, you're playing
Yeah.
Chris Benoit's theme music in the house, just walking around. She's like, what the fuck is going on out here? This is insane.
Speaking of being a psycho, how were those mushrooms, the microdosing situation?
They work subtly. I'm still on my SSRI. I'll be completely frank. Haven't got off the Trilipsky yet. I still take 900 milligrams a day right now. Max is 2,400, so we're getting there.
It's a daily situation?
Yeah, I'm about every other day. Half a stem every other day.
Wait, so are you? I'm on it like dead serious, like curious about it. So because I've been interested in doing it for a while. So
I got a guy for you.
you're taking those daily though, just like a
Every other day.
a fucking vitamin.
You're not really supposed to. Like you can take them every day. It's like anything else. Your body builds up a tolerance,
Yeah.
right? So I took a full stem. How's this? When I saw you,
I know.
full stem.
I
Wow,
realized
you
that
know?
after I saw your video afterwards. I'm like, that's what he meant because you made a comment. I didn't figure it out until afterwards.
Why did I look like I was fucking Chicago?
No, yeah, you were like, yeah, you know, it's fine. I was taking mushrooms and shit. And then I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then,
Wait, could you tell though?
no,
Like-
no, I couldn't.
Okay,
I
thank
couldn't.
God.
No, yeah, I
He
couldn't.
kept moving away from me. Do you not like talking to people in close proximity? By the way,
Probably not. I'm
Does he
not
realize
a
that he
big.
does it? Do you watch him do this?
I'm not a big talker.
He does so many weird things. It's like he'll like
Yeah.
walk like sideways like this and shit. You see him like walking, yeah, like does
Yeah,
weird shit.
yeah.
Bumps his
He
head on
kept,
things
like-
all the
he
time.
kept, like,
no
moving.
peripheral vision.
Dude, I'm like standing next to him, like shoulder to shoulder, and he kept like stepping away, and I'm like, dude, do I smell bad?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I don't
bullshit
know.
you're rattled
It's not
about?
you.
It's just Luch, just Luch.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
Weird quirk, dude.
I don't. Yeah, and he's just like moving. I'm like, dude, does my breath smell? Like, what is
It's
what
natural.
the fuck am I
natural
doing?
movements
Yeah,
happen.
really?
Yeah, subconscious movements.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because he doesn't. You don't realize that you do it. Do
No,
you?
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
No,
he's
no.
doing the Mark 500 like around my like
Yeah.
standing still
Oh yeah,
self.
yeah, dude. He'll be if you watch him like on the phone, he'll just be getting up, like walking in circles.
Yeah,
like,
no,
does
I have
weird
ADD.
shit.
That's
like out
what
of
I
control.
do that too. Yeah, but like when I'm on the phone, bro, I pace.
Oh, dude.
People think
the
like I
best.
just got a girl pregnant or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm on the phone with fucking people trying
Yeah.
to pay me. Actually, like it's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
Instead of being on the hook for 18 years for child support, I'm actually like getting money, which is nice. But yeah, what was I gonna say though?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, they work very subtly.
But what are you trying to do? What are you trying to
I'm
get out
trying
of it?
to not have PTSD. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying. Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to navigate off.
So
of.
it's like an anxiety.
Yeah, they subtly rewire your brain, and you don't like they do it without realizing. Also,
Is it a doctor?
It opens like new interconnections and shit like that. Right?
Yeah.
Well, no, it reconnects the original ones.
Yeah, that's what, dude. It's
Before you
supposed
were-
to be amazing. Like,
Yeah.
traumatized. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
so it
Because
really
they
changes
work.
the way you think. I mean,
absolutely it rewires your. It slowly. I'm on like 2 weeks now, and I can't even like sit here and say like. So I try to go off my SSRI like right away. Can't do that. You got to get to a certain point, a certain dosage with the shroomskis that you're like, okay, I'm good now. A lot of people have gotten off SSRIs, antidepressants, and stuff like that with mushrooms. It's a matter of time before they get approved before the unit. I think they're on the next ballot.
Yeah, there's
Are they?
more and more
Yeah.
now.
so you have to get them off the
They're
street
talking
right now.
about.
Right now, you got to get them off the street. They're not like illegal to have.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
but
thing.
you
Is like
just-
it's not like fucking coke. You know
right.
what I mean? It's like
You
a-
could buy it in
it's-
a store in 2
right.
months, probably.
Right. Exactly. Or at least like there'll be like dispensaries
Yeah, yeah.
that you can just go to.
Right.
I still will take every now and then. I'll take an edible, like a little edible gummy at night to help me sleep.
Yeah.
Because I take panic attacks in my sleep and shit like that. Like I'll wake up if I don't take a gummy or anything like that. I'll wake up like the sheet will be off the bed. You would have thought I got like exercised.
Really?
Really?
Like Father Marin. Oh yeah. You would have thought like Father Marin was like in my room all
Yeah,
night.
I'm
like,
fucking
with
weird
a
in my sleep.
crucifix, Like
Yeah.
the power of Christ compels
Yeah.
you. You know, my head like turned around. Like why does my neck hurt? Yeah. So that's why I'm like using Like I'm microdosing and trying to get better with it and stuff like that. So the full stem I took the night I saw you.
Yeah.
And that I felt. I wasn't like walls weren't talking to me.
Yeah.
You just felt different.
Yeah.
Like
I could deal with that.
oddly like well, everybody reacts a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're already a really, really calm guy though.
Yeah, I
or
think
you're
I'll
just
be
nervous
good.
all the time, which I can't tell.
Calm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what are some of the like the common uses though for? Is it to like get rid of depression? Is it to help like
Anything mental. They help you focus a little bit better. I find myself much more organized. Dude, they rewire your brain to like where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they
So that
reconnect.
everything works the way it's supposed to.
I see.
You wouldn't believe how amazing the brain works when it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So many people like, dude, like I just looked up Gary Brecka's program.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked at that?
yeah,
Yeah.
10x?
Yeah, is that what it, yeah, that's
10X.
what it's called, right?
I do it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have the machines?
No, there's like different levels to it. Like
He doesn't even recommend them. He's like, if you can do them another way, like do it.
yeah, like the red light machine and the
Which is
auction.
why I actually like respect him for that. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he was dude, the machines are like
Mad expensive.
Yeah.
fucking mad, ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
Costa
That's
is
crazy.
like a wealth of knowledge with that shit, like
you re-
supplementation and all
Okay,
that
so
stuff.
he basically says, so he's a biologist.
Yeah.
But he tells you, he's like, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I tell physicians how to read blood work more efficiently and like how to get the right
Right.
information out of it and see the deficiencies. Like Dana White was in like horrendous shape.
Right.
He was fat, fucking in pain, way too much fat in his blood. Like he was a mess. And they put him on what, a 10-week like keto-centric diet.
Correct.
And was like, you can only eat this for so long.
Right. And supplementation.
And supplementation.
Yeah.
And he was basically like, dude, like you can fix a lot of things with supplements.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Lemon Balm helped me with anxiety for a while. Bought that at Whole Foods. Saw a TikTok about it. Caved. Whatever.
You put in diffusing it, or what are you doing with it?
What do you mean, like lemon balm? You're saying?
Yeah, what is even
It
lemon
comes in
balm?
a drop, like a little dropper.
Yeah, do you put in like I have a diffuser like lemon
I put
lemon
it right on
lavender?
I put it right under my tongue.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it tastes like shit.
Does it?
Horrible. Oh my god, it's like liquid gasoline. It's fucking terrible. But it did calm me down a little bit,
Yeah.
which was nice. But shrooms, like so my spore is, so you know how like weed is like the strain,
Yeah.
right? So the spore is what they use for mushrooms.
I see.
And mine
that.
are Plan B ones, which
Okay.
is unnerving to start, right? You're like, where's the fucking Plan A? But like that's just what they call them.
Yeah.
You also want to get like a natural spore. You don't want man-made mushrooms.
I see.
Because at that point you're getting closer to like LSD and shit, where
Right.
you're like, all right, somebody made this in a fucking
Right.
Colombian basement.
I want
like,
something
not
right
trying to-
under a piece of shit. That's the one I want.
Yes, exactly. I want like lift up the cow shit.
Yeah.
Give it to me right
I want
now.
it.
I like the smell of fertilizer, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
I want to taste it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I will eat shit right now. That's how desperate I am. It's but that's the purpose behind that whole endeavor, if you want to call it.
All right.
That. And then I have chocolate bars in my car that some guy at hockey gave me. They're called Shroomies.
Yeah, I know people that have those.
Shroomies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you know like what the milligram thing is on that, or like?
I know
he
they
just says
break
he
it up
does a
into
piece.
pieces. Yeah. It's like 7 like pieces out of the thing, or like there's certain grams per each one, but you have to take like a couple pieces.
Well, you end up figuring out the grams because my lady like wrote it on the tinfoil.
Yeah, perfect.
So she gave me like
Legit.
a cap.
Okay, yeah.
Which is like
yeah.
serious. She's like, don't take that
Yeah.
yet. You'll be on the floor talking to fucking cardboard.
Yeah.
And
Never good.
So I had stems that are like this big, and I just take a half of a stem.
You don't put in like capsules or anything like that.
No.
You just eat the stem.
Dude, it tastes like you ever tasted like the outside of like a sunflower seed?
Yeah.
Peanut
Yeah,
shell?
yeah, yeah.
It tastes like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's like, you need to take it with water. It's so dry. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Like that's what
Yeah.
it's not that bad. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's like a little, and it takes like 5 seconds to eat. It's not even that bad.
Yeah.
So
It's a
So
huge
hearing more and
business,
more
too.
about this microdosing.
Yeah, but all the podcasts I listen to are like slowly bring on people that are talking about psilocybin, psychedelics. Even like Huberman, like a big one. Like he's actually like he works at Stanford, and like Stanford or like one of the big universities like actually came out with like a guide to psychedelics, and he's like they would never do this before, but now they're actually showing people like not saying encouraging you to take it, but there's like here if you're going to like here is our guide. So they think it's gonna be like Tim Ferriss is a huge one. They think it's gonna be like a
like I'm
huge.
gonna have to
a real
figure out
thing.
my dosing schedule better. Right now, I just take them every other day. which is fine. So I'm gonna have to figure it out differently.
Some say like 3 days. Like there's some like different things.
I was originally instructed to do 2 days on and 2 days off.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed a little more, so I did. And that's like with my with my mood medication. Excuse me. I know when I have to up the dosage. I can feel when it stops working the same way.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue for me. You can go up to 2,400 milligrams with triliptol as well. I'm at 9, so it's nice. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the whole.
It's good to
aim with
know.
that.
It's informative. Yeah, because anybody who mentions it, I'm trying to get information out of them.
Yeah, so my thing was like I'm like I am not trying to. I'm 31 now. I've dealt with this my whole life essentially. I cannot let this hold me back any further. I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have things I want to do, things I'm trying to get going on, and I am not trying to have this. My life used to be like 2 good weeks, 2 miserable weeks. Yeah. I'm like, can't do it anymore.
Yeah, good for you.
Need to fucking, like you need to, that's the thing. You got it. Like you have to, like, you cannot sit there. I was in active addiction from 2014 to, or 2015 to 2018, I would say. 3 years. I was a degenerate addict gambler. I was a scumbag. Worst period of time in my life. It didn't change until, and I say this all the time, any addict will not change or get clean, so to speak, until you hate the feeling after the high more than you like getting high. It's the only time anybody will change. I'm telling you right now. Like, that's what it's got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember I left Seabrook before it was the Brook and a big deal. Now it was just a scummy poker room back in the day. I left Seabrook, busted out again for like the 85,000th time. I had no money to eat, nothing, right? I borrowed money from a bunch of people, owed a bunch of people money, typical addict, gambler shit. I go home to my apartment in Malden that I was 3 months behind on the rent. And I remember like going to sleep, and usually when I go to sleep, I'm like all stressed out, mad at everything, and blah, blah, blah. It's everybody's fault. I remember like being oddly calm. Nothing else, just very calm. Woke up the next morning. It was October, actually. It was this month. I think it was like, I don't know what day it was, 13th or something like that. And I remember being like a voice in my head being like, we're done doing this. This is over. We're not doing this anymore. Now I had gotten away from playing cards. I mean, like, oddly enough, the last sports bet that I won, oddly enough, I put $25 on the first, ready for this, Fury Wilder fight to end in a draw at plus 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So I hit for like 250.
And then you stopped?
And then I stopped.
That's discipline right there.
And that was it. And that, I think that was the last. That was the last bet.
That's a great way to go out.
So
win, yeah.
that was in January, if you remember. I went from October to like January and just slowly like weaned my way out cold turkey, and that was it. And then I say this all the time: any addict, you just get addicted to something else. But the thing is, I got addicted to like saving money.
Yeah. Oh,
You know
really?
what I mean?
What's the other way with
some
it?
people, some people get addicted to the gym. You know, I had like a little addiction too with like video games for a while. Like, again, it wasn't like the best thing to get like addicted to, but like I wasn't going out, I wasn't drinking,
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything really excess. I was like just going to work and going home and playing games.
Yeah.
Which was like, again, is it like the most hyper productive thing on the planet? No, but it's better than going and losing fucking $400 at a casino.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you take the lesser of two evils and then you just let that run its course.
Yeah.
Now I could not play games for a week and not care. But I'm a video game nut. I've loved games my whole life. I've always been into nerd shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I do when I have the time.
Yeah.
And I feel myself now when I sit down and play games sometimes when I have nothing better to do, I get anxiety.
Like if I'm playing for too long. Or
No,
like,
but like I should be doing something else.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I should be doing something else
Yeah.
here. So
That's how you're changing. Like your priorities are changing.
and listen, the first thing I wanted to do was save money and I did that. The second thing I wanted to do, you have to have like steps. There really is like steps to recovery. I say this all the time. The second thing I wanted to do was be a good employee at somewhere for a while. I wanted to hold a job for more than like 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, back in Assembly Row. I was there for like 9 months, and then I moved to Rhode Island. So like I didn't like get fired or whatever
Right.
like that, but like I just quit because like I was like I just can't
Yeah.
do. I was literally traveling up from Rhode Island to go to work.
Oh wow.
That was like for like a week, and I was like, dude, I can't do this. I quit like mid shift.
Yeah. Couldn't have gave the notice, huh?
No, well, you know what they did was like they put this rule in where they were like, if you're late, we're taking a table away from your section.
Yeah.
I was on a Saturday double one day. They cut me down to 2 tables. I was like 20 minutes late because Assembly Row on a Saturday afternoon.
Right.
Good luck finding a parking spot.
Right.
Crazy.
So I was like, look, like I'm like Heidi, like it is what it is. I live in Rhode Island now. I had enough money to like live for a summer, so I went down and just lived with a buddy of mine for like a summer. Came back up here, started fresh, and it's just little things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wanted to
little
pay my
wins.
rent. Yeah, little wins. Exactly.
Yeah.
Small victories.
Building on them.
Exactly. So now my focus is like I wanted to lose a bunch of weight was the the third thing.
Yep.
So I actually lost. In 2020 to 2021, halfway through, I lost like 65 pounds.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that was nice. That was cool. I've gained a little bit back since in different ways. I started hitting actual like hard weights for a while.
Yeah.
Hated that. Got off that. So I'm still trying to lose that weight. But I'm at like 233 right now.
You're trying to lose the muscle?
Yeah, I don't, dude. I'm like, I'm the type of guy where like my body for some reason is like, I'll work out, and like, dude, like I still have muscle from like when I worked out like 10 years ago. It doesn't go away.
Okay, dude. That's
No, I know,
like, you
like,
want to
this-
fucking
to show the
compound that
thing,
shit.
like, this-
Yeah, right.
the Step. I haven't done a bicep workout in like.
Look at that. Can we
I
get a
know it's
close
not
up
like
on the
Hulk Hogan,
bicep?
but it's
that-
like-
yeah,
no,
clip
it's not
this
Hulk
out.
Hogan, but you still got like the little like.
Dude, you got to build on that shit.
No,
Why would you
don't.
want to? You want to go the
man,
other way
you
with
don't,
it?
because I get too big too quick, and it's like it ends up like hurting my joints. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurts my lower back. Like I'm telling
Hate
you.
to see that.
Listen,
Go lightweight, bro. High reps.
I know, but like I'm just saying, like I don't need any more.
You know, you don't want to get like big and bulky.
No, I don't
like,
want to be this big and then like impractically big, where I'm like,
Right,
dude, like I
and
play
jack
baseball.
people aren't funny either. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, that's
so
for
that's
sure.
the other thing, right? And the other thing, well, no, my thing is like, dude, like I play hockey and baseball. You can't be like absurdly jacked and be able to be like mobile playing those sports.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I'm like, dude, I just want to like slim down. I've always been a guy with like, dude, my shoulders have always looked like this. Traps, steps. My quads are like pretty big. I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm some like genetic freak at all, but I'm just saying like it's been like that my whole life, so I don't want to like gain any more.
Yeah, you're just trying to just get skinny.
That's it.
Cardio.
Yeah, like trim the stomach down. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that. Like I don't want to lose size here. Just trim the other shit. That's
Yeah.
all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Weight Watchers actually for getting me through that 18 months.
right.
Weight Watchers
You
works.
did
if
Weight Watchers?
Yep,
Really?
18 months. Yeah, yep. It works if you follow it.
Yeah.
It's science. They just teach you
We
how
gotta
it
get you
works.
on Nutre.
I know, yeah, you were saying that the other day. I did not
mean
mean to leave your message on fucking, how do you call it?
Yeah,
on,
what a
on
fucking
I know.
scumbag,
Well, I'm
yeah.
a very big deal and I'm very important, so I don't know that I could answer that for 2 seconds.
So I
but
was saying we should work something out in January. Get him losing weight with Nutre.
whatever you want to do, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Yeah, like if
Well,
you
NH?
send me the keto-friendly stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sign me
fucking
up.
keto.
Well, the keto thing is like, dude, it's literally like I just feel better on it. You know
Yeah.
why? Because like, so I have like crippling IBS. I've had it like most of my adult life. And I got to say, man, keto, it's basically gone.
Wow.
Like, it's just a thing. So it's like, dude, like you got to think, like if somebody's diabetic, you have to change your diet, obviously.
Right.
That's how I justify it.
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm not like, dude, like I used to get like very inflamed lower
Yeah.
gut. You know what I mean? Like you just feel like shit.
Right.
Keto, almost none of that.
Yeah. No, I do. I always say it too. Like I always feel better on keto too.
Yeah,
There's no question.
it's great.
Yeah.
I really feel like it's, dude, don't get me wrong. Would it be nice to have a fucking bowl of pasta every now
Yeah.
and then? Sure, but like it's the same thing as like gambling and drugs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You hate the feeling afterwards
yeah.
more than you like
Yeah.
actually eating the.
Yeah.
You always like forget how it like.
Oh, dude.
Nobody like you know. I will tell you this. Your guy, dude. Like I say this all the time. The Parinas have the best carbonara dish that I have ever had in my life. I say this all the time. You also have the most underrated steak tip in the state. I say this all the time. Do I not?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fact. Yeah.
Love the burrata.
Yeah.
I might go to Forno after.
You have like that you don't digest gluten properly because
No, because I've had the blood work done and shit like that, and like I've talked to my doctors and stuff like that. People don't realize, dude, IBS is like mostly, to be honest with you, it's mostly nerves. It's mostly activated by nerves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. People don't realize, dude, like your brain is directly connected to your gut.
yeah, it's so true.
It's
a
directly
fact,
connected to your gut. Your immune system's in
Second
your gut.
brain. Yeah.
So much shit is in your gut, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, they
But,
say it's like your second brain.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is. And like when you people don't realize, like when you're having an anxiety attack or something, dude, everything in your body tightens.
The blood goes to it.
Everything doesn't flow where it's supposed to. Your muscles tighten. Your face tightens. Your head. What else? Your digestive shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything feels fucking,
Yeah.
your lungs, everything, right? So that's why it's like when you learn more about these little like autoimmune things,
Yeah.
people don't realize Crohn's disease is an autoimmune disease.
yeah,
Nobody realizes that. They just think you like shit all the time.
Yeah.
And after, by the way, Crohn's is a miserable disease. It's horrible if it's not under control. You just bleed and shit all the time, and it's fucking. Think about how miserable does that sound?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Tino's girlfriend Cecilia has a company called Healthy Gut Club.
Nice.
And it's helping people with like irritable, IBS
Yep.
and issues with their gut. And she does like a whole educational thing on it, supplementation. And she's got a huge business doing it. And I didn't realize it was like such a big thing that people deal with.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, she's got tons and tons of clients all over the country.
That's sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
that Bloom supplements thing is also another thing. I see a lot of girls throwing that on social media.
I see a lot of girls, like, obviously she's a girl. I think a lot of her clients are women, but it's something that everybody deals with. But dude, the fact that the gut literally, like, I make 95% of my decisions based on like what my stomach says.
Yeah, well,
so it's got like a clear.
when people say you feel it in your gut, that's a real thing. You feel it in your second brain.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
So-
mine's my first brain. Like literally, I make every decision based on.
Right. Yeah,
My stomach's
exactly.
like, I'm hungry. I'm eating fucking now, and nothing's
Right.
gonna stop me.
Exactly. The top brain just shuts off.
Yeah. Just
Right. A guy's like, hey,
logic
do you guys want 800,000 to open a new restaurant? You're like, I need pizza before I make this. Right now, yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. What was the next on the docket, Luch?
I got nothing else.
Before your phone dies.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about what kind of advice would you give to somebody who is starting out. So we're basically about an hour and 10 right now, so we're going a little bit over.
Yeah.
But we end every episode with what advice you would give to the next person coming up, like a new content creator or somebody trying to do what you're doing. What's the one single best piece of advice you would give them?
It's so cliche, but I'm going to tell you right now, be yourself. Playing when you're playing a character, what does it feel like eventually? Work. Be yourself. Make yourself your brand. Like that's the biggest thing I can tell you. Make yourself your brand and build shit around you. If you're not interesting, like people aren't going to be interested.
Yeah.
They're just not. Don't follow don't follow trends and be like, these people are doing this, so I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let your own originality navigate and like dilute outward for you.
Yeah.
And see what that opens, and then you respond to reactions and see like what you need to go with.
Yeah.
Test a bunch of shit, see what works. You might put out 15 different types of video, and one might hit, 14 might suck and completely flop. Then take that one video and then you divide it up again.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
It's
Really
like
good
buying
advice.
weed.
Yeah.
You go and buy a bunch of bags of different types of strains of weed. You give them to your customers, and everybody comes back and goes, yo, all this shit sucks except this one little strain.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Give me a pound of that. Boom. Chop, 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 chop. Here it is for everybody.
Put that in a diagram on the,
Yeah,
on the
that's how
episode.
I would.
Yeah,
That's what I would do. Right. None of that is from experience, by the way.
yeah.
That's just an analogy. But yeah, that's what I would tell people. You got to be yourself and be original. And don't like over exaggerate shit. People hate that. People pick up on unoriginality and inauthenticity fucking immediately.
Oh, dude, so quick right now. People
you guys
can
are there, Massachusetts guys. You can probably pick out
from a mile
who's
away.
fucking fugazi as shit.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh my fuck with this.
Yeah,
Like, come
exactly.
on,
Can't
give
even watch
yeah,
it. Yeah.
bingo.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm telling you guys shit you already know. So yeah, absolutely, man. That's basically what I would tell you.
Yeah.
That's great advice, man.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
So
Yeah,
where
really.
can we find you? What's your Instagram handle for people listening?
Marc Lewis, MarcLewis is cool. That's on Instagram. That's on TikTok. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, follow along. You got big shit coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
cool.
man,
It's definitely gonna be cool.
It's been awesome watching you on your way up, and I know
Thank
you're
you,
gonna
man.
keep going. It's just the beginning for you.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I'm excited. It's been very nice. So I'm humbly excited. I'm a very lucky guy This was a lot of fun. You guys are the best. Becoming friends with you guys has been awesome. Closer with you guys, it's been great. So, yeah, I'm very happy, very lucky, and this was a great show.
All right, awesome.
That's
All
a
right,
wrap.
we'll see you
Sweet.
next time, guys.
See you guys.